With our focus mainly on orcs fleeing from Rohan to Gondor in the south, our attention now turns to the northwest. A cave troll, once confined to Moria, has broken loose in search of food. His mayhem doesn't go unnoticed, and the warriors of Riddermark ride out in search of him. Goblins from Moria are also in search, and the two war bands each spy the troll in the distance. What happens next is coming up as MGM presents Battle Companies.
Welcome back to MGM, great place for casual gaming. Today we have a debut game with Goblin forces based in Moria against the forces of Rohan. The Goblins are led by Moloch, and he carries an orc bow. They have a Sergeant Sleeb with a shield and a Sergeant Nat with an orc bow. 8 additional fighters follow them to battle with various equipment. The warriors of Riddermark have 7 warriors, but one of them will be injured. Hagar leads them to battle with his sergeants Uther and Fulgar. They have 3 additional warriors available for this scenario. Speaking of the scenario, we'll be playing Tame the Beast today, and a single cave troll will be placed at the center of the board. The Goblins will pick a board edge and deploy within 12 inches. Rohan will do the same on the opposite board edge. Both companies have made it their mission to slay the troll. The game will go until the troll is dead or no models remain on the board. For special rules, the cave troll has a normal profile for a cave troll. The troll will always move first in each move phase and will charge the nearest model by the shortest route possible. If this is not possible, the player without priority may move the troll its full move in a direction of their choice. Next, the Troll Slayer. Slaying a troll is no easy feat. A model who accomplishes this is set for great things. If this is a warrior, he will count as rolling on the hero table after the game. If it is a hero that kills the troll, they will receive a free roll on the experience table in addition to any other experience bonuses. With fighters deployed, we are ready for turn 1. I hope you enjoy the game, and you can support our channel with just a simple like on this video. And with sides deployed, my son Parker will be rolling up for the Goblins today. I'll be taking Rohan. We're going to be rolling up for priority, turn 1. And Rohan takes the priority. That means that the Goblins will get to move the troll in the opening turn. They are going to peel him back 6 inches toward the Goblin lines. With the priority, Rohan forces are going to move forward. Archers have deployed on top of the ruins. They are going to move as well. They will elect not to shoot this turn. Over for the Goblins and their movement, they will send their fighters forward, only moving 2.5 inches so they can take advantage of firing a few bow shots. On the ground, Goblins being slightly timid here, they are going to elect to back away. In the shooting phase, 2 arrows are knocked and loosed at the cave troll, both from Moloch the leader and one of his sergeants. The Sergeant Nat lands a hit on a 6 and then rolls a 5 to wound and uses a point of might to convert it to a 6, taking a wound off the troll. In turn 2, the Goblins win the priority, and Rohan is moving the troll back towards their lines as he does not have any eligible targets to charge. The Goblins have priority, and seeing the troll on the move, they elect to move themselves, bringing their formation forward. Goblin archers on the ruins elect to move at half speed so they can fire bows once again. On the ground, Rohan forces move forward looking to surround the troll. Rohan archers ready arrows, but in the shooting phase the Goblins will fire first. Moloch attempts to fire into the Rohan archers, needs a 6, but he misses. The other 2 fire into the troll, also needing 6s, and they miss. Rohan archers also take aim and fire. One lands a hit, but he is unable to wound, needing a 6. The sergeant fires, and he does not find the mark. As we go into turn 3, the Goblins win priority, and the troll charges the closest target. With the initiative, Goblins continue to move, chasing down the troll from behind. The troll causes terror, and all of the men of Rohan fail their courage tests and remain still. Goblin archers fire 2 arrows into the Rohan warrior with a spear, but both are going to miss, needing 5s. Another goblin fires an arrow into the troll, and he ends up finding the mark, needing a 5, but on a 4+, he actually hits the man of Rohan he is engaged with. Lucky for Hagar, the leader, a 6 is required due to his shield, and he is safe. The archers from Rohan then fire down into the goblins, and while the sergeant lands a hit, he is unable to cause a wound. In combat, we mess this up. The troll should get 3 dice, and we only rolled 1. And Hagar uses his point of might to take the duel, but he is unable to land a wound. We will correct this moving forward. The troll still stands on 2 wounds as we move into the next turn. Rolls for priority are going back to the goblins. The troll once again charges the closest target, which is the leader, Hagar. The goblins are going to continue to chase him down. The men of Rohan begin their courage checks. We do see 1 fail from the spear. The other 2 are going to make it into combat. Goblin archers knock arrows. The sergeant fires in red, and he is going to miss. The other 2 fire, and they get double 6s, landing hits into the troll. Doing the in the way test, we do have 1 arrow that hits the troll and 1 arrow that will be randomly put on one of the warriors of Rohan. The warrior of Rohan escapes with no wound, but the troll is struck by the arrow in the back and goes down to 1 wound. Rohan archers then fire with their arrows, needing 4s. While both arrows hit, it's not enough to take down goblins with shields. As we go to the fight phase, Rohan rolls a 5, but the troll rolls a 6. It should have gotten 3 dice here again, but he does win the duel regardless. He needs 4s to wound and gets 1 on Uther, but a point of fate on a 4+ prevents the wound. On the next turn, the goblins win priority again as the troll charges into the warriors of Rohan, the goblins now getting closer and closer to him. Uther passes his courage test to get into combat with the troll. The swordsman will fail. The Rohan warrior with a spear will pass and get into combat as well. Goblin archers fire 3 shots into the troll, but miss on all of them, needing 5s. Rohan archers also miss firing into the goblins, and we go into combat. The troll outduels the Rohan warriors on 3 dice and ends up injuring the spearman, landing a critical hit. As we immediately dive into the next turn, the priority rolls are going to go over to Rohan. The troll will once again charge the closest fighter, which will be the leader, Hagar. Rohan then sends their forces to distract the goblins, trying to prevent them from reaching the troll. The goblins do attempt to charge one of their fighters into the troll, but he fails a terror test. The rest of the goblins then wrap around the men of Rohan. Bowmen from Rohan fire into the non-engaged orc, and while 1 lands a hit, it does not wound. 3 goblins fire arrows, and all 3 will hit. On a 1-3, it hits the troll. 2 of them will hit the troll, 1 hits the man. Unfortunately for the goblins, they need 6s to cause a wound, and they do not get it. In combat, Hagar strikes with a 6, but the troll also rolls a 6, outdueling him. The troll successfully makes a strike, needing a 4+, but a point of fate prevents the wound. Swords and shields clash in the middle. We have 3 goblins fighting against 1 Rohan warrior. The Rohan warrior outduels them and rolls a 5, causing a casualty for the goblins. Fighting continues alongside him with 4 goblins attacking 1 Rohan warrior. He is electing to shield, which will allow him to double his duel roll. The highest die out there is a 5, which he ties. He does push them back, but he is unable to make strikes. As the turn concludes, the forces of Rohan desperately need to get the last wound off the troll. The goblins will be taking priority, where the troll once again charges into Hagar. Goblins charge into the men of Rohan as they are unable to reach the troll. The one that can fails a terror check and will remain still. One of the goblin archers, now out of range, attempts to jump down but falls. He does not end up taking a wound but will be pinned. Moloch and his sergeant ready arrows and fire into the troll, and Moloch lands a hit needing a 5. He then needs to roll a 1, 2, or 3 to hit the troll, which he does. He needs to see a 6 to cause a wound, and that is exactly what he gets. The arrow was found true, hitting the spine of the troll, and the troll goes down. The goblin leader, Moloch, has fired an arrow and struck the troll down. Hagar looks at his forces, overwhelmed by the goblin presence, sounds his horn, and elects for his men to fall back. Goblins storm the field and will take the victory today. Alright, really hope you enjoyed this battle report. Really love telling stories in the world that is Middle-earth. Today we've got a goblin victory, and for an update on the post-game, Draka did die. He was unable to recover from his injury suffered at the hands of Uther. The goblin leader, Moloch, was able to roll on the path of the ranger and gained Master Archer moving forward. For Rohan, Brahm was able to make a full recovery. Their new ratings and influence are updated as you see on the screen. I really hope you enjoyed this battle report. We do have elves on the horizon getting ready to make their channel debut here in the future. A big thank you to the Supporters Club. Your names are on the screen now. Thank you so much for your support. It's by no means necessary. If you've watched the video this far, you've done more than enough to support the channel, so thank you so much. We will see you in the next one. Take care.